Hello everyone, and welcome to the last edition of The Road to ProveIt. So we just wrapped up our time in Dallas and it was really successful. We had a great demonstration, a great stage talk, a really wonderful workshop, and a ton of really insightful and illuminating conversations with people in the industry. But now it's time to close out this chapter and talk about what's next. Hey there, my name is Christopher Sandoval. I'm a developer relations advocate here at FlowFuse. And today we're going to dive into the end of the road to ProveIt 2026. So first off, I want to express my gratitude for everyone who's stuck with me through this process. I had so many people come up to me in Dallas and tell me how much they enjoyed this series and watching the process of the build for our demonstration. I really love working with this community, and I'm so happy to hear that all of you got so much value from this series. But for those of you who weren't in Dallas to see the demonstration, I wanted to provide a video so you can see exactly what it looked like. So Drew, take it away.
Hi, I'm Drew with FlowFuse. We're going to walk through our booth here, which is actually Site 4 for Enterprise B. And we're going to walk you through all the things that we did at every single level of the ISA 95 stack. So starting at the OT level, we actually took the original ProveIt data from Site 1, 2, and 3 and remixed it into an appropriate ISA 95 model. Next after that, we actually made Site 4 our booth here and made the ability to mixing juice as well as packing juice. This whole booth is our juice factory. We deployed a full stack between not only PLCs, but an MES and ERP system and the glue in between. We're actually mixing juice right now, and this was a scheduled job from our MES system up above. The way that this actually made it to the plant floor was made it on the schedule through OPC-UA, and Sepasoft wrote to our Rios here as an OPC-UA server that's in Node-RED to tell it what job we want to produce. You can see that here with OPC-UA Expert, and we can see what we're producing and what state and modes. As we move kind of up the stack from here, the way that these jobs actually made it into the MES system was through our ERP. So I can release an order from Odoo ERP. In this case, it goes through API call down to the MES system, and MES schedules, executes, and then on the same full turn back the other way. Once it's complete, the MES system will trigger into the ERP that it is closed order. That is coming out of the MES as an OPC-UA client and as an API call into the ERP system with Node-RED in between as the glue. As we full turn tie this all together, the reason why we connect every single layer of the stack into our platform is we specialize in connect, collecting, and storing, and providing tools for upstream solutions like AI. So in this case, we have an MCP definition, and this is going to a time series database that actually exists on-prem inside of this booth. This instance here is in the cloud, so we're actually able to bridge from the cloud to a time series historian that's in on-prem and utilize the existing hardware that we have to provide AI tooling without having to move all this stuff to a data lake. And all this is actually done without opening any firewall rules. This is all actually outbound connection from the server here and the bridge into our cloud system.
A big shout out and thanks to Drew for walking us through that demo. So what are the next steps for this build? Well, I think we have a really cool and replicable demo, but I want it to be something more. Eventually, I want this demo to showcase some really complex functionality. I want to toss in things like computer vision, local AI inference, complex data remixing, and modular API interactions. In the next couple weeks, I'm going to focus on miniaturizing this build and adding some additional functionality to display in our demo at Hanover Messe. The plan is to migrate our system from the distributed implementation that you saw in the video to something more modular. We're going to take some of our existing demonstration, add some new hardware, and build it into a 10-inch form factor. Now, the 10-inch server form factor is relatively new, but it allows us to get some interesting components in a very small footprint. This will not only make sure that we can make our build more portable and modular, it'll also enable some interesting demonstrations for things like edge compute. So if this sounds interesting to you, I'd keep my eyes on this channel for the next series, The Road to Hanover Messe. But with all of that in mind, we can finally say that we have reached the end of the road to ProveIt 2026. I'm really looking forward to taking this demo to the next level and implementing some next generation tech. But until then, make sure that you go back through the Road to ProveIt 2026 playlist and check out the awesome build process of the demo as it currently exists. And if all the things that we've shown you throughout this process have piqued your interest in FlowFuse, head on over to flowfuse.com and get in contact with one of our team for your free 14-day trial. This has been Christopher Sandoval. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.